Hello, everybody. Welcome to Jiffy Train's live stream.
Hey, just in case you forgot I was here too.
Oh yeah. I forgot.
No. Hey, welcome to the stream today.
Yeah, welcome. Great show.
And as always,
So,
George is gonna sing.
no.
He's gonna sing Ozzy Osbourne going off the rails of a crazy chain.
Ready? I'm gonna sing it super fast. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Going off the...
I finished so fast.
Wow. I was all ready to sing along with you. Little Ozzy Osbourne. Oh, a crazy train.
Oh, there we go. There's your daily dose of song. So, anyway.
Well, welcome everybody.
Yeah.
Hey, didn't we? We've got a really cool show today, right?
Yeah, we have another layout.
Boom, back-to-back layout business. We had a great one yesterday.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like both ends of the spectrum of our viewers, right, George? Why don't you come right up here. Pull right up. Let's get this camera going. Everybody, welcome to the stream. As always, kick back, relax, grab something to drink. We're going to hang out for a little while. So yesterday, had a cool stream. Went over to Thomas Hayden's house.
Right.
That was kind of one end of the spectrum of our viewership, right?
Yeah.
Kind of my end of the spectrum, where people got some trains, been around a few years, made a couple layouts. And then today we've got the other end of the spectrum.
Yeah, my end.
Right.
You know, down here, they've been in the hobby for a little bit, not too long compared to a lot of the guys on your end.
Right. But also, I mean, no lack of passion for the hobby, right?
That's right, yeah. So,
kind of like you've got a passion for the hobby that reaches in spots that I probably don't even have anymore, right?
Yeah.
So what are we going to see?
So we're going to go see Ironfox7's layout. It's the last run of his layout that he's moving. So he asked if we could do it today, and
you
so
bet.
Yes, yeah. So,
you bet.
We got to talking to him a little bit, and it's pretty fun. He's got a really nice layout. It's a pretty cool collection. I like his story. It's just like, I guess he's got a grandpa who both of his grandpas are in the HOV. We'll let him
Yeah.
explain it. But yeah, it's a pretty cool story, actually.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see him today. It's you got some neat stuff. We're gonna compress things a little bit, like we usually go over to somebody's house in the second hour of our program.
Yeah.
We're not sure how long we're going to visit with him, so what we thought we would do is we'd kind of start the stream off here, talk a little bit, see how that goes, and then run over to his house around 5:45, 6 o'clock, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Yep. So let's talk about Tom's layout yesterday. That was pretty cool, huh?
That was really cool. I don't know, it's everything about his life. You know?
Right.
So detailed. And I don't know how to explain it. It's just cool, you know?
A lot of neat, detailed
I
stuff
love
on
that
the layout.
bridge, dude.
Oh, the drawbridge?
Yeah.
That was neat. It was neat how it was incorporating a G-gauge drawbridge into an O-scale layout, right?
Like custom drawbridge, yeah. And it's funny just like how everything worked. I love the subway system.
Oh, the subway system was cool.
Yeah, but pretty amazing.
Was that a amazing? Is that like above amazing or below?
Yeah,
amazing. That's like a Scooby Doo, right?
Yeah,
Ruh-roh, it's amazing.
Yeah, Rick.
Yeah. So cool, man. That was a great visit. We thank him for allowing us to come over and visit with him. For those of you that didn't see it, we've got it in the GFW Trains live stream library, right?
Yes, correct. Yeah. And you can go back and see it if you didn't see it.
Right. Oh, that's good. You're learning, George.
Yeah.
You're learning.
Yep.
And then also, if you haven't seen his YouTube channel, if you go to the live stream from the other day, there's a link to get to his YouTube channel as well.
That's right, yeah. And it's a really neat channel. It's got some pretty neat stuff, content. That's for G-gauge, O-gauge, you know.
Right, and speaking of neat content, Ironfox7, he's a young gun in the hobby, right?
That's right, yeah.
And he's got some really neat content, right?
Yeah, it's cool. He's only had the channel for less than a year. He's already
pushing 200 subscribers. Well, one of the things that I think is kind of neat about it is how we kind of learned about him a little bit, huh?
Yeah.
That was through SMT's contest.
Yeah.
What was that contest again, George?
So it was a Christmas layout contest, and basically what happened was we were supposed to create a Christmas layout and then enter it in this hashtag, Yeah, and he won. He had a pretty cool Christmas, that's for sure.
Yeah, it was really neat. And actually, when you entered it, everybody was supposed to put in the comments which of the you had a hashtag,
Yeah.
and you had to put in the comments of the video which one you liked best.
And he won, so we got this steam engine, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, so that's how we kind of figured saw him. We looked
Yeah,
at it.
I do love him. And
Yeah.
He started coming to our stream, which is pretty cool.
Right. You've been commenting on each other's
Yeah.
videos for quite some time now.
Yeah.
Good stuff, George. I'm just
Speaking of
FYI.
SMT mainline.
All right,
Yeah.
SMT mainline's in the house. Cool. So he's got a really neat layout, really neat channel. So encourage everybody to go on his channel after we're done. You know what else was really cool that happened yesterday, George?
What?
Almost forgot to talk about this a little bit.
What?
Our 1,000 subscriber special went
Oh
live.
yeah, that came out. That was a pretty sweet video.
Yeah, 45 minutes. It's a long YouTube video. I know that it's a lot longer for people to
Sweet video. Man.
yeah, 33 layouts on
And
it.
I got to watch it all from the comfort of my bed.
Yeah, yesterday, for those of you that don't know, I got up at before 9 o'clock. I'm getting everything ready. And about 5 to 9, I'm freaking out because George isn't even out of bed yet. I go stomp up to his room. I'm like, George, come on, get down here for the premiere. George is like, I got this, Pops. I'm watching the premiere from my bed.
Yeah, it worked out, you know. Just laid in my bed, watched some trains, and then went back to sleep for a little bit.
Nice, George. Nice. Mickey, I was just watching the audio levels here, George. And not to get on your case, but if you could just speak up a little bit. And we're both supporting Iron Fox today, too, by wearing our Foxwear.
Yeah.
Ironfox7 with our Foxwear. Nice. So it's going to be fun. But before we go over there, what do we do all the time on our channel?
We introduce it.
Check everybody in, give them a whistle. Thanks again for everybody coming. Hope you're having a great evening tonight. We're going to check you in. In fact, one of the things I also, before we check everybody in, while everybody's here, I got to announce. So next week, we're moving into a different schedule that we're having a little bit an evening schedules because I got to go back to brick and mortar office, and we want to do it on which day did we say? George, we're having a brain freeze here, man. That's what happens when you get older. We're going to do it. We can't do it on Wednesdays because we're going against our. We don't want to go overlap with Sparky. Or we could do it on Wednesdays later. Did you want to do that, or did you want to do it? Try it on Tuesday. Tuesday, 6 o'clock on Tuesday. All right, so that's what we're going to be doing, folks. 6 o'clock on Tuesday, and then if we're going to try and do 6 o'clock on Sundays going forward too, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Right. Just before I looked up, somebody asked why they're bots on Discord now, and it was just something I was trying out. I don't know if they're going to stay or not, but I thought it looked like it might be fun to do, at least in terms of keeping stats on my end to see how many people are on and everything like that. So speaking of Discord, what's the Discord, George?
So the Discord server is basically an opportunity for everybody to continue talking even when the stream isn't going. And it's been pretty cool. I think we have about 45 members, which is really neat. So it's pretty cool. I think there's a link in the description.
There is.
So if you aren't already, go check that out. We welcome everybody, so it's not just like the younger people. And it's just a chance for everybody to continue talking even when the streams aren't happening and, have a good time.
Cool. We got ready for the whistle, George? All right, we got a horn today. We got a nice FM horn. Listen to that. Straight out of... All right, got it turned up, so I'm going to turn my voice up a little bit. Let's see here. Got Texas Trainmaster in the house today. Good to see you, Texas Trainmaster. Trainstorm in the house. RDB Dash is in the house. Got D Klinger in the house. Thanks for coming, everybody. Trains and Things here. Trains and Things gave us those awesome dwarf signals yesterday that we got to put up on the layout. Let's see here. Brian Burns is in the house. Good to see you, Brian. Tim's Trains is here. Says hello, everybody. Great day to play with model trains here in Illinois, right? It's a great day here in Illinois. It's been raining all day, and not just a little bit of rain, but a lot of rain, right, George? All right, we're going back to the big boy whistle over here. All right. Jigoku Samurai says, your samurai is waiting. I know he's gone back to work, but he's coming back today, or didn't have to go in today. He was posted on the Discord, so he's going to be here watching the stream. Then that Joker Wally Roderick's in the house. I heard he's awesome. I heard he's the best train racer around. Go ahead.
Is it a self-written article? An autobiography?
Oh, gosh. All right, so Mommy Lulu's in the house. Tita, Lourdes Hernandez is here. George R. in Connecticut, Classic Railroader says, hello, live golf, live NASCAR, and now live trains. What a live, oh, actually, he said live. I see what live golf, live NASCAR, and now live trains. What a great Sunday. Good to have you here, George. Andrew Garcia's in the house. What's the word, George? LGL Railroad says, hi, guys. SC Railroad Videography is here. Says, hi. Train Storm's here. Howdy, y'all. Howdy, Beck. Burger Dog Videos is here. Thanks for coming, Burger Dog. Good to see you. Got a great show today, I think. And of course, our featured YouTuber today, Ironfox7 in his house. Good to see Ironfox. Thanks for coming in. Good to be here. Good to be here. Shane's Train says, buenos dias, señores. ¿Dónde estás las chasis? La chasis? Do we have any out? We don't have any chassis out, do we? Oh, yeah, we do. Right over there, Chesapeake, Ohio. Got some nothing running today, though, huh? Let's see, Railfan JK is here. Cool to see you. And of course, SMT Mainline. Boom! Ironfox7 won the SMT Mainline contest.
Yeah.
Can't tell if that was just an extra celebration or if I'm being censored. Censored by the Union Pacific Whistles. Right on, right on. And I think that might be everybody, boys and girls and ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Yaya's here, George. And of course, Stephen Cofer's here. Good to see you, Steve. Good to see you, good to see you. I think we got B. Klinger, right? We got LGL Railroad. LGL says he's learning a lot more about articulated engines. Edjo 1972 is here, George. Wishing you a happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
Gloria Placencia. All right, that's Mama Yaya, right? She's got her own page. Grandpa's here. Good stuff.
And you heard the whistle was calling for him.
He heard the whistle, and he's coming home. Coming home. Grandpa loves those train masters. Husky Productions is here, checking in, saying hi. Good to see you, Husky Productions. Thanks for rolling through. Ironfox7, I think when Wally touched the remote, he tried to make George speak up. Having trouble hearing you, George.
Yeah?
I think so. Trains and Things is asking Ironfox7 where you're moving to, and you're far away from where you're at now. I'll let Ironfox7 answer that. Shane's Train says that thing sounds like a T-Rex on this end.
Oh, yeah.
P&W Fan 2004 is here. Says here, can we show George the cursed cab forward?
Oh, I've seen that picture.
What is it, George?
It's a picture of the cab forward of the F-unit cab on the in front of it, and then it's got the MP3000 class.
Good stuff. Joe Cabernis is here. Says, hi guys, was watching the Fast Lionel train video. Can't get enough of that video.
Yeah, it's a pretty sweet video.
There we go. Good stuff. Trains and Things says, I know the feeling of dismantling a layout. I just did mine. Shane's Trains is here. Give him a whistle. I think I got him before, but I'm not sure. Brian Burns is asking SMT to join the main line. That'd be cool to get him on the main line, huh? How can you join the main line, George?
Just go in the description, and there's a link in the description of the main line. But yeah.
So I think we got this. Let me see if I can get this boosted up here, George. I think that we got. Hard to. I can see by the. Let's see here. That one's not any better. All right, we'll go back here, George. You're just gonna have to speak up for me. All right. Get it closer here, maybe.
Hello, peoples of the outside.
See the thing over there?
Yeah.
See where your voice is at?
Yeah.
See where my voice is at?
Yeah. All right.
Cool. All right, we're back. So what was that about the Discord group, George?
So basically, if you want to join, there's a link in the description for the Discord server, and if you want to join it, just go and click on that. I'll kind of guide you through that, but yeah.
Then what's the Discord server, George?
Discord server is a place for us to continue talking, even if the streams aren't going. So yeah, I think we have about 45 members. Pretty big server. And it's pretty fun. We have a lot of fun on there, and yeah, good conversations always going on.
And it's mainly younger guys, right, George?
Yeah, but there's no anybody can join.
Anybody can join, but there's good conversation. What are you guys talking about lately on the Discord server?
I haven't been on there too much lately. I know that there was a lot of talk about those engines this morning, the 2 engines or so.
All right.
Yeah, that's all I was able to. I haven't been on there since, but yeah.
George LGL Rail Yard's coming in with some questions like he always does. What do you think of the Cajun Pass?
I think it's cool.
Where's it at? You know?
I do not know, but I know of it.
Yeah. Shane's Train says, am I crazy? Or tell me, ain't that a sound file from Jurassic Park talking about the whistle?
Yeah, probably. No, it's a pretty sweet engine, though. I love it a lot.
Let's see, Husky Production says, have you seen my video for George?
Yeah, I commented on it. If it's on Instagram, yeah, I commented on it.
Very cool. Good stuff. Thank you for making that, Husky. Bill Cabernet says, yeah, that's what we hear. That's what we can hear, and nothing else. All right. Matt's Train says that big boy is moving pretty fast. And Bill Cabernet is reminding everybody to take a drink.
Oh, yeah. I don't have a drink.
We don't have drinks here. We're moving right along here on Sunday afternoon. We got everything all set up, and we failed to bring down drinks, huh, George?
Yeah, that's okay. We just had dinner, so.
Just had dinner, came right on down. So, Bill Cabernet, or Ben's Trains is saying, hey, has anyone ever heard of the 672 Lionel NW2? I haven't. Yeah. You're kind of my co-host. This is where you got to fill in.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say anything. I didn't have anything
All right. Good stuff. LTL Rail Yard says, ASMT, have you ever heard of a Canadian documentary series called The Great Train Story? George, have you ever heard of that one?
No, I have not. Actually, one that I was watching yesterday, I forget what the name of it's called, but it's about these model train crashes. And I think I showed it to you once a long time ago, but it's where they do an investigation on model train crashes.
Oh, that one's really good.
Have you seen that one?
Yeah, that one's good.
Did you know that the dude speaking in Russian is actually speaking in English? Just the film's rewinded, so
It sounds like it's Russian?
yes, but it's actually English.
Sure. All right, George. Everyone is saying that they can't hear you, George.
Well!
There we go.
Yeah.
So, all right. So Central PA Rail fans here, give them a whistle. All right. Bill's even saying sit up straight and project. You know you got to do that if Uncle Bill says that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Shane's Train says, is the mic set up for directional or wide? It's the same mic setup we've had forever. George has just decided to go quiet today.
I'm doing the same as I always do. I don't understand.
I can barely hear you, and I'm sitting right next to you,
I
George.
guess you can hear me.
Okay. Yes. But, like I said, looking up there, see where the...
Yes.
All right. All right. Maybe. Let's see if this is the problem. I don't think it is, but we'll see here. Maybe that'll help. Why don't you try that now, George?
Hello? Hello? Hi? Is that better?
Alright. How's that sound, everybody? With George. George, why don't you read a couple so you can everybody can gauge how well that sounds. We're writing. Actually, why don't you read it up here? I'll run it through here.
Okay. Let's see.
Someone says to hit the whistle boost on your ZW.
I don't have a ZW. I'm a kid of youngster. I don't know what I am. Okay.
So, Red Caboose Production. Start right there, George.
Crazy weather today in Illinois, huh? Yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's been raining all day, you know. And it's yeah. It's been a pretty miserable day, but I mean we stayed inside most of all of the day, so yeah. That's got a project. Kind of started a project that I've been wanting to start for a little bit, but yeah, it's pretty fun.
As soon as we get down to the bottom of this, we'll have to maybe show off your project. I think it's a
brought
neat
it
one.
down here,
Or did you want to wait and see if you made
yeah.
any?
No.
You show that one off? So, let's see here. Matt's Trains says, did you guys know that the movie Runaway Trains, in the background of the scene, you can hear the Alaska Railroad crew discussing a real train wreck? This wasn't a stage wreck for the movie.
Really? That's interesting. Wonder where that train wreck was.
Yeah, I wonder too. Trains and Things says, I never did hear or see what George got for his birthday.
Well, I'll show you in a little bit. I got this for my birthday, but I'll show everybody in a little bit.
How's everybody doing? Can everybody hear George? Tim says a bit better. LGL Rail Yard says good. Andrew Garcia says it sounds a bit better. Hey, DB Tech's here, George. Give him a whistle. Ben's Train says the 672, talking about that NW2 switcher, is some NW2 that I found out today, and when I saw it, I thought it was just an NPC engine. Then I saw a picture of the 1949 showroom layout, and the 672 NW2 is in the background.
What road name is it? Pretty cool.
That's a really neat story. DB Tech's here, and DB Tech says, hey, Wally and George, busy weekend with yard work.
Oh, wow.
Well, it's good that you got outside and got some of that done. That's good stuff. LGL Rail Yard says, what do you think of the Alaska Railroad S-160?
Never heard of it before. Actually, I think that's yeah, no, I've never heard of it before.
All right.
Alaska restoring 557. That's neat.
All right, got some thumbs up from DB Tech. And Trains and Things says Alaska is restoring the 557. I'm not sure what the 557 is. Do you know, George?
No, I have never heard of it before. But yeah.
Ben's is saying the 672 is just a Lionel Lines engine. I'll find a picture and put it up on the Discord group. That would be really cool.
Yeah, it sounds like a neat engine. Is there such thing vinyl lines on W2?
What's that?
Pictures of the vinyl lines? They're like, apparently red. Have you ever seen that one?
No, I've never heard of this 672. I can't wait to see it when Brian puts it up there.
Yeah.
Hey, ours trains is here. I'm sorry, Ben. Yes, Ben puts it up. Ben puts it up. Sorry. I get those guys mixed up. Ours trains here. Says hello, everybody.
Hey, Oz Twins.
So Texas wants me to read his last post. I will say this one time. Other than put that in there, just please post it up again. Hopefully it's not about helping your YouTube channel, but I'll do that one time for everybody if they want me to do that. Let's see here.
Ben, they're allegedly going to make. They allegedly were going to make a New York Central NW2. That one, you may see it. There was a prototype made. There was also one with lino lines. Interesting.
That's cool. That would be a neat prototype to get. I'd buy that one. I'd pay big money for that one.
Really?
Heck yeah. You know how much
that Jeep looks like?
I like those prototypes.
Yeah, the number one. Or no, what was the number on that Jeep? That's
000. It's 4 zeros.
Wow,
000.
That's a cool collection. I like that one.
Yeah. And that, did you know that a lot of those early prototypes, that's what they numbered the prototypes?
Really?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. Let's see here. LGR Rail Yard says there's only 2 operational steam locomotives in Alaska, and they're on the White Pass and Yukon Railroad.
Dude, the Yukon Railroad is probably one my favorite scenic railroad that I've never been to. I don't know.
I've never been either. I'd really like to go there as well.
Just like looking at pictures of it there, it seems really cool. But yeah.
Matt's train says the Alaska 557 was an S-160-280 that was originally built for use in World War II.
Interesting.
There you go. All right. Texas Train Master put up another post and it says that he's got 98 subscribers, almost 100, just needs 2 more. Well, hey, we'll hope you get there, all right? CR's trains is a little late, but better late than never. No problem. Hey, time flies when you're having fun. It's almost 6 o'clock.
Oh, yeah. It is. Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to get the
Yeah, so if you're just hanging out with us, George wants to share his birthday present. And then I'm going to put this down a little bit rather than reading the scroll because we have an invitation over to Ironfox7's house. I told him that we were going to come over between 5:45 and 6 o'clock. So this is cool. I want George to show this off because we're going to probably see this on the stream as he gets it going. George, what is that?
So it's a T-track module, and it's
I'm going to turn off the trains real quick here, George, because we're going to be going. There we go.
Anyways, it's a T-track module. So basically, what it is an N-scale module, and it's gonna have a double main on it, and then it's gonna have a spur line. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the spur line. I'm debating on whether having it just branch off and then having like a road go through the middle of the module or what. But I don't know. I just wanted to share it with everybody. I just finished the module part. It took me like all day.
And that came in a kit, didn't it?
Yeah, it's a pretty cool kit. In fact, I gotta take this off.
It's a laser, what do you call it? Cut laser?
Yeah.
Cut with a laser.
But yeah, it's a pretty sweet module. I can't wait to like put scenery on it. I gotta figure out what I need for electronics. Tim said if I'm doing it by myself, I won't need it, but I kind of want to do that just in case I do take it places.
Okay.
But yeah, so they've got to do a little bit of work on it. And actually, if anybody knows anything about like what I need to do for like wiring
T-track N-scale wiring.
Yeah. I've done a little bit of research on it, but it's very confusing, you know. And I don't know. There just isn't very. There's a lot of videos out there. They're just.
So you glued it all up today, huh?
Yeah.
And this is the first step of the process of getting it all done, huh?
Yeah. And then the second step is to lay the track. Think I'm going to. You
gonna paint it first, or you gonna lay the track and then paint it?
Forgot. Paint the module, and then I think after that I'm gonna lay the track and then do scenery and stuff, or put the wire up, lay the track while I'm doing the wiring, and then put scenery on it. It's gonna be pretty cool. Oh, I gotta sand it as well because some of these edges are pretty.
Okay.
But, yeah. So there is the module.
Cool. Well, thanks for sharing that, George. Ben and Grandpa are talking. Ben's train says, Grandpa says it looks like a pizza box part to you to him to the party. And Ben says that, George Wardwick, yes, that's true, but I wouldn't think that they would run prototypes on the 49 showroom layout, but I could be wrong. Good luck on getting one. They're pretty much scarce. I would imagine that they're incredibly scarce and probably very expensive. But that's a neat story. I can't wait to see what you got about that on the Discord group. That's pretty neat. George R. in Connecticut says, hey, how do you know where to lay the track, George?
So there's these little like holes. And
Make sure you speak up from over there, all right?
There are these little holes on the module, if you can see right there. And
hold it closer because I don't think you can see.
You can see them right there. But yeah, and that's where you lay the track, and then you have to like measure it correctly, and it's pretty interesting stuff. You have to make sure it's the right distance between the tracks and stuff like that. And yeah. So.
All right. Well, I'm gonna see if I can call Ironfox here, George. Why don't you come back over? Can hear the call there. Hopefully we can get through. Look at that! Hey, we've got the man right there, Ironfox. We're going to try and pull you up. For all those of you that know him, Ironfox7, we've got a link in the description below. Go check out his channel. Let's see here. Let's move you. Wow. There we go. We're going to get you on here. I think we got you. I think we're live. All right. Well, Ironfox, it's good to have you on the stream.
This is really cool.
Yeah. So, hey, we were talking about your YouTube channel and how you kind of came on the scene. That Christmas contest, huh? Now, on the Christmas contest, that was for SMT Mainline, right?
That was.
All right. And so you'd started your channel earlier than that, right?
Yeah, I did start my channel, way before that.
Okay, when did you start your channel?
So, I started my channel in, June,
Hang in there. Hopefully we'll get it back.
it's coming to be almost a year old, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So you've been making videos and everything like that, and so tell us a little bit about your. Let's start here. So you've got a YouTube channel, right? And you make videos about your train layout and various different train exploits. Is that right? And so tell us a little bit about your train interests, Ironfox.
Well, I guess I kind of guess I should say how I started.
That's great. Yeah. Why don't you do that?
All right. So, my grandpa, actually, both of my grandpas, they love trains. My one grandpa had a train layout, and the other one, didn't, but he has a ton of trains. So, I would love to go every once in a while. We go there every Christmas, their house. I go and run the trains with them, and it's really fun. And then eventually they passed on some trains to us. Well, I should say me. And then I made a little layout on the ground, and then eventually it built up from there to this table 7 years ago, and then I did HO, and I also went O, and I did for a little bit, and I stopped because that was kind of just because I liked the Polar Express. That's kind of one of the ones I got. But then later on in the future, I realized how cool O is, with all the smoke effects, all the sounds they make. I and then it comes until now.
Very cool. Very cool. So you're mainly modeling O right now, right?
Hmm.
And you've got some HO trains as well.
Yes.
So in terms of your O gauge, any particular area or any particular railroad that you like to model?
Um, Not really. Honestly, from when I started, I liked Santa Fe because actually my first engine that I got that was to start off from years ago to actually get another engine from O was the Lion Chief Mikado. That was a Santa Fe. So that got me into the Santa Fe, and then I got the Challenger that got me Rio Grande, and then just other engines that leads me to these railroads, and then I get all these other ones. But at train shows, it kind of depends. If I find like a really good like steel, I get those. I try to get them, and but ones I love UP. Um, I love the DMIR. Um, I like also stuff in Chicago,
All right.
like
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
And you live in
and
the Chicago area, right?
mm-hmm.
So that's where your love of Chicago stuff comes from, right?
Yes, and my grandpa's layout was all based on that, and he has trains that so he collects trains that go towards like our family members, like from the past. Like we had a B&O conductor. He actually got to see him, and he would always let him go on the train in the cab,
Oh, how
and
cool is that?
hmm and go to place. Then the Sioux line, there was someone, I think a caboose man, someone in our family, that was in the caboose, I believe. And there was someone that worked for Stanley. So they have a Stanley tanker, and so do I, because it's kind of like, so the story that happened there is that he was working on one of the tankers there,
Uh huh.
and it like blew up when he was trying to open it up. It
Really?
blew right off of it, but he's still alive. Somehow he lived from that, and you know how high up those are,
Yeah.
tankers.
So people are liking your shirt there. They got a couple of compliments on your shirt. What you got going on with your shirt?
So I got this for my birthday. Actually, I have no idea who actually sent it to me. I'm still trying to figure that out. And it's a heritage unit. It shows like six of the heritage units that UP has. It shows like Chicago Northwestern, Rio Grande, Western,
Okay.
you know, all the main ones.
Yeah, it's cool. So what are your favorite trains that you have, or some of your favorite trains?
Well, I really love the Super Chief.
Oh, that's a good one.
Hmm. I love the Challenger, and I love the Metro. That's a really cool one. And um, well, if I was going into HO, I used to have um, wait, HO. I'm trying to remember because I got a decent amount of HO. Um, I like the Amtrak for HO. Um,
The old LJL Rail Yard on here is noticing your hat and says you must be a CNW fan as well, judging by your hat.
I like the Chicago Northwestern, yes,
Another
and the
classic Chicago Railroad, huh?
mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah, yeah. That's I like the Chicago Northwestern, although we don't really have too much of it.
No,
I
no.
think we only got a couple of engines, but yeah.
So we got to ask you the obligatory question. We always ask it, and your shirt brings us into it. What's your favorite heritage unit?
Hmm. I really like the Southern Pacific one.
Which one?
The Southern Pacific
Oh,
one.
that one was right in our area the other day.
Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah. There's a cool app for your phone if you got a phone called Heritage Units, and I was watching and saw that was in the area.
That's cool. I didn't know that. I remember though when we went to go see Big Boy, they had a tracking device. Like it's kind of like a thing that you look up, and that was there. That was pretty useful.
Yeah, yeah, and I believe that was the same line that the rail that the Big Boy was on was the same one that the SP Heritage Unit was on just the other day.
That was actually wait. Did Big Boy go in Yorkville or where'd it go? It went somewhere.
It
I
went through
forgot.
Elburn.
Yeah, oh, that's where it went. Yeah, that's where it stops. Yeah.
Yep, out of West Chicago through Geneva and Elburn.
Mhm.
Do you have a go-to metro stop that you like to go to watch trains?
Um, Actually, I haven't really gotten to, but since my dad is like a lineman, he knows a lot of like beautiful places to go. We haven't gotten a chance though. Like, since he's allowed to go there, he's gone to places where only like people that are like,
Work.
so only certain people can go. He went to where like all the metro trains are in the morning. He's seen when they opened up the doors and are cleaning out the metro cars. I like there's this one station. I forgot what it's called. I haven't gone to it for like a long time. I would go to that station. Would ride the metro to another station. Goes to actually a restaurant that has the model trains that serve food to you.
And,
That.
is that? I think that's an Elgin, right?
Mhm.
He gets on the station.
Oh,
in Bartlett,
okay.
And then
Goes to
drives
Bartlett.
Wait, say that again.
So that you get on in Elgin and then you ride to Bartlett where they've got the model trains that serve food.
Yeah.
Hey, that's where I grew up, right there, that train station.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
The coolest thing that I never knew about this, so you know the dealer that I get most of my trains for, like, his name is Mike. Remember I've been telling you guys about him?
Yep.
He's the one who supplies them the trains.
Oh,
There.
no kidding, really.
I actually got to meet the owner of the place there at the train show. I was like, that was really cool, and he gave me a coupon to that restaurant. That was really cool.
Nice. Two Toots, right? Gotta
Yes,
give them some props.
Mhm.
Yeah, Two Toots. We love Two Toots. In fact, that's one of George's favorite restaurants.
Whenever going to Grandma and Grandpa's house, so you gotta stop there, you know?
Yeah, I love their chocolate shakes.
Oh, yes. So, hey, just changing gears a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about your YouTube channel. What are some of the videos that you got on your YouTube channel? What do you like to make videos of?
Well, I love posting anything with like real like catches of real trains, but I haven't gotten many catches lately. But I really love videoing like so like on the layout. If I do something different, every video is gonna be different. If I'm doing a model train video, like it's either gonna be a review video, which I enjoy doing, and or it's gonna be some special type of excursion or something I made, like you know the one I did with the double header,
Yeah.
like that, or like the Challenger. Sometimes I'm like, well, I'm gonna show the Challenger with the passenger cars because I don't just to give people a more better visual view of that.
Sure. And you know, I have to tell you, one of the things that I like best about your YouTube channel is you have an affinity both for the old Lionel stuff and the new Lionel stuff, right?
Mhm.
Tell me about that a little bit.
So at train shows, I like looking for the cool stuff. Like I look online, like on videos, and watch like the coolest like post-war thing. And then one day I came to a train show and found the full maintenance manual that was made by K-Line.
Oh, that's like the Bible, isn't it?
Mhm. That helped us, as in us, like my dad or my grandpa and me, fix up like the milk cars and things like that. Like one day, like when I got a new one, that was like the latest one I got. I opened that one up and like all of them had like no springs that I've gotten so far, except for the other one. But so.
Hey, not to cut you off there, hold that thought, but we've got somebody who's checked in on the stream, I think, that knows you. Do you know Fruit261? YouTuber?
Say that again?
YouTuber by the name of Fruit261. Stopped by, said hello, and said he's got to run.
I don't think I know him.
Oh, all right. Sorry about that. All right, so go ahead. As you were saying, you go to the shows.
So, like that one day, I was fixing the milk car, and I just made something out of a spring, because I don't got those type of springs yet. So, I just made a spring, and it worked. And, I did really fix and rewire and clean up. And it's just fun to go to something that looked like it was just, like, useless, just dumb, like, why would you buy that, to it's a fully operating post-war piece. That's really cool that you can do.
I tell you what, Iron Fox, I love that. That is so cool and so neat. I think that's a very endearing quality about your YouTube channel. And I think that a lot of people that are on my end too that like that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Also, as I got older and watched like SMT, I learned a little bit of how to fix HO trains, and I actually fixed one was an Amtrak. I don't know. They're actually using them as Metra engines now.
Oh, F-59.
Yeah, they're like
Yeah.
brown and whitish.
Yeah.
Fixed that because the whole it's like a whole like huge motor thing, but that's the second time that it's just in pieces. Like I've had two engines like that, and I just fixed them. And then I have a steam engine from like the 50s, and I opened it up, cleaned it, and then lubricated it, and then it ran, and that was a really cool one that I fixed.
Well, very cool. We've got AdJoe1972 says he really likes your pacemaker boxcars behind you there.
Yeah. Actually, so right here, this set I got a long time ago. This is when like the Lionel stuff was all quality. Like every car here in that set, there was like 4 cars. All the freight cars are sprung die-cast metal trucks, and like the caboose is metal trucks, but they're not sprung. They really shouldn't. Like they could, but they don't.
So,
And the engine's completely die-cast metal.
So, two things. One, we talked about it yesterday on the stream. It's not necessarily a man cave, but it's a playroom. You got a pretty cool playroom over there, huh? That you're in right now. And
What you mean back here?
no, I'm talking about your train layout that's on the other side of you there.
Yep. 1 second. Here.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Why don't you give us a tour of your operation there?
Alright, so first I'm going to start off and fix this. Tripod. Let me kind of adjust it, sorry.
No, that's fine. You're good.
Alright. Right here. Alright, so first, turn the lights on. So back here, there's a light switch under here. Okay. All the lights turn on.
Yeah, check that out. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really neat. I think that's a Menards building. You should
Yeah,
ask him when he
yeah.
comes back.
Yeah, the engine shed in the Pepsi factory is a Menards building, and then the power over here is just 180 watts.
Hey, Iron Fox, can I bother you for a moment?
Yeah, sure.
Before you start running trains, would you mind giving us a tour of your layout and your room there? It looks like a really neat spot.
Yes, of course. Let me just first, because the smoking caboose right now is on, so I'm just trying to.
All right, that's fine.
All right.
Get everything working, and just before we start running some trains, or actually when you start running some trains, I wanted to have a tour of that really cool train layout in the room that you've got it in there too.
I guess I could start off over here. This is like the main big shell, with all the O gauge or O scale, both stuff, and then over there, the same thing. But just like these are taller, so they can have the metric cars on them. And they over here.
If you can do me a favor, Iron Fox, sorry to be kind of a stickler about this, but make sure you move that camera slow, because if you move it fast, it kind of blurs out on the video here on the stream.
Yeah, I'll make sure to move it slow.
Okay, thanks, bud.
All right, up here is full of like books and videos and things like that, and hats and other stuff on top of the fridge, the magnets. And over here is the power, like that remote, the two the 3 transformers, and then over here is the DCS TIU and the DCS YIU.
Okay, cool.
And actually, my mom's gonna have to hold the phone because she's more still with it. So over here, this is like the depot for this the train cars coming here, and got the semi trucks that come over there. Um, and this was like something for Lionel. Like we built that.
That's fantastic, Iron Fox. But before you move on to showing us some of that stuff, you mind if I go back and ask you some questions about your power setup and how you operate your trains?
Yeah.
So, can you explain what you've got there? It looks like you've got both Lionel and Mike's train house operating systems going, right?
Yep. So, these are like the two transformers. These would go with like the big Lionel one, like you guys have. But since this is like a smaller layout, this just goes power. These are like the fuses, you know.
Sure.
G remote. This transformer is the transformer so that you can power both of these here.
Right. Right. Okay.
Yes. Parts. And these are just like where I put the two remotes up here.
So it looks like you've got the ability to run a whole bunch of different
operating systems, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And now for the people that wonder, like, how do you run both types of trains on each, like on one track, like MTH and Lionel? Well, it's like this took me not even an hour. This was super easy. All you need to do is connect the wire here to go into one of the black parts here, and boom, it's there already.
And that's the legacy base to the TIU unit. Is that right?
And if you're wondering, like, well, what about two track? Well, you just get a second wire, and you connect it to the other one. So that means both tracks are capable of legacy and TMCC engine.
And not only legacy and TMCC engines, but also Protosounds engines too, right?
Yes, like you mean like like
2 and 3.
MTH Protosounds 2 and MTH Protosounds 3, right?
Yeah, but the legacy, I don't think they can run any MTH engines, but this can run MTH and TMCC.
Right, gotcha. And also you can run it off the app on your phone, right?
Yes, because we have the Wi-Fi thing here. Well, this is the black. This is the one that comes in starter sets these days. This one, like, I don't remember, like one engine or something. This is just like the starter one. This one right here is like the big like thing. This is what you want, like when you have like all these like good engines. This can multiple and I don't really remember how we did it, but there's two cords like this and everything. But that's all under here. We wired that up like a year ago.
Well, very cool. Very cool. That sounds really neat. Looks like you've got all kinds of ways to run all kinds of different engines, huh? So let's get back to that layout.
So there's the Pepsi factory, and in here you can see some Pepsi trucks and the docking stations over there. And so what we have here is like a little siding over here. I just added that because I had another switch, and I thought it would be pretty cool. Like, hey, give us more opportunities to do things.
Yeah, for operating, right?
This is the Milwaukee Road engine shed. There's actually an engine in it right now. This is I got that a while ago with the Pepsi factory. So it's kind of like a straightaway. If you really wanted to, you can get a trolley and go back and forth. But I don't have a trolley, but that would be cool, seeing it go through there.
Yeah. That's really neat.
And then we have this built board. And you can't really see it, but if I had the ability to adjust, you could see it. Because it's LED, you can't really see it. Now you can. That's Pennsylvania Railroad. And then on the other side, and this is also a Lionel post-war, I believe, train station. This is the Super Chief.
Oh yeah, check that out.
And then I got, speaking of the devil, the Super Chief. But the cool thing about this I did, because, you know, this is probably the last time, I put the little flags on there.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
And then there is a TV in here, We put that up
Yeah.
along. And there's a signal tower. I think that's Plasticville. I think this is Plasticville as well. This signal tower right here. I think like that was really like cheap, and it's very nice because like the ones that work like really work are like so expensive.
Oh,
They
yeah.
cost a lot, and that one doesn't light up, but it looks really nice. And I
Sure.
don't. And I
Sure.
don't.
Well, Iron Fox, you were saying that you've got those flags on your engine there because this is the last run on this layout, but it's one of those things where a door closes, a window opens, right?
Uh huh.
So
It's
this
big.
last run on this layout, but there are big plans for you in the future. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
So I am moving and in a new house, and where the train room's going to be, I believe it's going to be bigger. And on that layout, I can actually run the big boy because we'll have the curves to do that. And I think I'm going to do maybe like do the O scale on the bottom and then another layer, but HO on the top because I have all these HO trains, but I never run them. And if that doesn't work, then I guess we can make this table since we're bringing it. It's like temporary for HO, or I may pass it on to my brother and have a bigger thing like that.
Very cool. Very cool. We're honored to have you run the layout the last time here on the GFW Trains live
Yeah.
stream. So, anything special you want to run?
I actually got like my two favorite trains. The Super Chief I got. That was the first engine that I got that could actually run off of a remote. And the Challenger is my first legacy engine, and I have those to run. I was thinking of also running the Metro, but that would have to go in the middle, and that would be kind of hard to do. Like move everything around with no room. But I'll see.
So before you start though, I'm reading through the stream here, and George, why don't you?
So DB Tech is asking, what the Pepsi factory? Can you tell? Is that a kit or did you buy that off or buy that assembled?
I bought it assembled. Same as Milwaukee Road train station. Wait, not train station. The
Engine shed.
yeah, because at Menards they're already built, and that's one of the nicest parts. They're part about their buildings is because they're built already, and they're really honestly cheap compared to all.
Yeah. I think you can get them all for about $100 if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that Pepsi factory would be $100. And like there's fans rotating up here, and there's and it's weathered as well, and it has the LED lights with the working like functional lighting where it changes like the.
And I never really realized this though, but I had a friend from Washington who came over, and he said that they had never, or that he didn't know what Menards was, and it never came across to me that they didn't have Menards everywhere in the United States. So I'm pretty sure if you guys are if you don't know what a Menards is, and you guys are like, what are they talking about? You can go to their website, and you can also purchase these. They have a bunch of rolling stock and then buildings there too. So if you go to the Menards website, just type in menards.com, and I think it'll come up. But yeah, so.
Just one thing to keep in mind. One website I went on to order the buildings was definitely a no for the website because that website, this is not the first one I had. The first one I got was actually crushed because it was shipped. So we just went to Menards to get a new one. There, because we ordered from like a website that was not the one that you want to order from.
Mm-hmm.
You have to order the main one that is like Menards that's got everything. That's good because if you don't, then it'll be roughly shipped and they'll think, oh, it's not fragile. It's something from Menards, probably tools, and that's the only problem.
Yeah, and so we got a question from this on the stream from the Texas Train Master saying, do you like steam or electric better? Or diesel?
Obviously.
Sorry.
But electric's pretty cool. Um, I don't have much electric though. I mean, I have the PA. I think it for oh wow. And HO, I have like a trolley, and that's also it. But I have much electric, but um, I couldn't really debate as in model wise because I don't have much electric. So
So, one last thing before you get to running the trains here, you're talking about a big boy. Is that a big boy that you have, or tell me more about that?
so if you know from the new Lionel catalog in 2019, they released the big boys, and one of them are the exact same model as the 4014 that's running today. So it's got everything, the Challenger tender, the big boy chalk on it. So like 3 years ago, I really wanted to get a big boy, and then started to try to save up, and then we were going to go to Washington D.C., but then the coronavirus happened, and all that money that we saved up for, we never actually get back. I don't know if we're gonna get it back or yet. So then, back in like October, our dealer mentioned about that train, and he said he would give us a discount. Well, then Mark came and he said actually in October that he would get it next month, which we're new to the Lionel stuff. This is the first time I've ordered something from the new Lionel catalog, like a new Lionel catalog. I didn't know it takes like a year to get here. We were waiting, and it would turn March, and then I realized it was getting out of stock in some stores, and my dad's like, "You know what? We're just gonna order it full price." So we got that, and it should come next month. So in my new house, it'll we'll try to run it.
Fantastic.
We got another question from the Texas Train Max. He says, "What's your favorite?" Or he names a bunch of O scale manufacturers, but I'm just gonna say, what is your favorite O scale manufacturer?
Mike's Train House and Lionel, I could not debate against both.
Both of them.
Because a lot of like legacy and TMCC from like, but I don't have any Protosound 3 engines from MT yet. But let me tell you, the Protosound 2, like for a starter set, MTH's starter sets are way better. But if you want to go only more prototypical, I would say like for starter sets at least, probably go MTH. But Lionel has like all the other cool stuff like a Polar Express, like that's something.
Okay.
I died between both.
Yeah, they're both very good companies, that's for sure.
Well, shoot, man, I'm getting tired of my own jibber jabber here, and I see all those real cool trains around behind you there. Let's get to operating some trains.
All right. So first, we're gonna start up the challenge.
Denver and Rio Grande Western, 3805. You read me? Copy that. 3805 here. Stand by. Copy, dispatcher. Now. This is Denver and Rio Grande Western, 3805. Can I depart? Over. 3805. You are cleared onto the main. Over. You're outbound. Now.
That's pretty cool, huh, George?
Yeah, it is really neat. There's a lot of stuff going on, that's for sure. Is that the car you have? Pretty sweet car.
So, we're not picking up the audio here real good, and I think it's because of the iPhone, the way that the speaker works in the iPhone. So if you can get the iPhone kind of close to where the sounds are coming from in the engine, I think it'll help out on our end so that we can hear everything well.
Hang on 1 second.
You're doing great. Thank you. Perfect.
This one's making noise.
Western 3005 here. How's the track look? Am I clear? Over. QRTW 3005. The track is clear. Over. Thank you, sir. 3005 now.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
There you go. Like,
Oh, nighttime scene.
yeah. That Challenger's pretty sweet.
That is a sweet Challenger. Have to remember to ask him what kind of track he uses.
These F units are neat too.
Yeah, those are like the same ones Grandpa has.
Grandpa has. That's cool. I like how you can run those challenge or those line chief or Rail King challengers on 031
For sure.
and the big boys too. That looks funny. It's pretty cool.
You're smoking caboose.
I've never
Cool.
seen one of those operated.
There you
Like,
go.
operate. I think that Milwaukee Road one is not.
It is, as well as the SP one over there.
That's neat. They're not that big.
Since you guys want the poster,
This is a cool set that I've never really seen operate.
Yeah, this is.
They're coming from the cool
Right,
cars.
right. That's really cool. So you've got the old Lionel coal ramp there, dumps it from the hopper into the chute that goes down onto the coal loader, and the coal loader brings it right up back into the hopper. So Ironfox, why don't you tell us a little bit about that accessory?
So one second. This is the Pro Loader. This one's a newer version, so this one's a newer version of the Pro Loader. My post-war one is packed away right now. This is like the actual post-war.
Post-war coal ramp, right?
And right now I think there's like a little piece of coal stuck in it.
Pretty sweet.
I need like a little thing to do it about, but it's fine.
Now, Ironfox, where'd you get that coal ramp?
I got it at a train show with the hopper and the remote.
That's neat. It just sucks when the gets jammed up.
There's like a little piece of coal up and stuck in it. Sometimes that happens.
And Ironfox, those are Lionel accessories, right?
Yeah, these are Lionel accessories. Just I'll be back.
Time to challenge you.
You need to get like the right hole for them, because like pieces that small get stuck in it.
Oh yeah. Pretty neat accessory.
So, Ironfox, just from our end, just so you know that when you're talking, it's kind of hard to hear you. So if you get over by where the microphone for the phone's at, it's helpful on our end so that we can hear what you're saying.
Alright.
Much better there.
Alright.
That's a very neat accessory, both of them, the coal ramp and the coal loader.
Yep.
I love how Sammy said when we interviewed him, he goes, yeah, mine's cool, but the coal goes everywhere except for the hopper.
You have to tell me.
So my cousin, he has that same accessory on his layout. I don't think he's got the ramp for it though, but he said that he loves the accessory a lot. Just the coal goes everywhere except for the hopper. Grandpa says coal accessories are famous for spraying coal.
So Ironfox, as we're looking around your layout here, what kind of track are you using, and what are the radius of the curves?
So, I'm using MTH, I think, just like the MTH track, I don't know what they call it.
Real tracks, I think.
Yeah, and I'm using Lionel tubular track, and I'm using the Menards tubular track. And the radius on the outside is 031. I was planning on getting 042, but since we're moving, I don't think, we should probably just wait until we see what we actually need. And in the middle, it's 042.
Very cool.
Have you thought any about the new layout that you're going to be putting up in your new train room?
Say that again?
Have you thought about like the track plan that you're gonna have for the for your new train room?
No, because we only got to see the house. I only got to see the house once, and there was stuff in where the room was, and by the time we move in there, um, we will get that planned out.
Uh,
Did you get that Super Chief set all at once or a little bit at a time?
So I got it one at a time. I got the train cars first, and then like for Christmas, and then for my birthday I got the engines. But then recently I got another one of the box cars because well the I got another one of the box cars, and I got a new end car for over there for the observation car. Let me stop the train for a second. This is loud when. Okay, now I think I can hear you guys better, and you guys can hear us better. So yeah, I kind of am like I got the car first, and then the engine first, and then from there, and then I keep on like getting little things to make it even better.
that's cool.
So we were talking a little bit earlier today, and you were saying that you might want to try, or you might want to run some of your other trains on the stream too on your last hurrah for that layout. Anything else you had in mind to run? We've got a lot of people that are oogling and admiring your collection that you've got not only on your track but on your walls too.
Yeah. I want to run this one, the Pennsylvania steam engine. I just gotta get the Challenger over here.
Pretty neat setup.
It's a really cool setup that he's got.
Yeah, yeah.
Oop. We got the Wheel of Death over there.
Dang.
That's on our end.
Pixelization is like, I'm gonna take a break.
We're excellent here.
Interesting.
That's on his end though. This is what happens when that lets you see it just.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to show you some of the stuff like around the room.
I'll show you some stuff while he's setting up.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Oh, there's all that HO stuff. That's neat.
That's all HO, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Love that Metra engine and that Amtrak. Aren't those cool, George?
F40s, yeah.
You know what I'm going to do real quick here? We're getting a real bad signal from the iPhone on my end. I might try and hang up and call you back if you don't mind. Let me try that. Is that okay?
Yep.
All right, let me do that.
Whoa.
Come on, George.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet setup. My face has gotten bigger. It's probably the
Right?
biggest
Well,
all of you
I
have
got
ever seen.
had to get the microphone closer to your mouth because so
Hold on, we gotta get the Home Alone, George.
Yeah.
No. Wait, hold on.
Hello, you guys there?
Oh.
Yeah, we're here.
Okay, so I've got your voice, but I don't have video. Let me see if I can get. Nope. I don't have video there. I don't know if I tried. There we go. Perfect. Much better. Hold on a second here. Let me. There. Got good video quality there. Our video quality went sideways.
Keep going.
And that's the HO section of the display, right?
The NATO.
Yes.
It's cool.
We got some tin plate up there.
Yep.
Wow.
Iron Fox, where'd you get that? That's some vintage stuff.
So actually, there's also a reason why I got that one. So that one, I got at the Wheaton train show. So was all the cars with it. So my great grandpa used to always collect the trains. I never met him though, because he passed away when my dad was like 5. He loved the trains and things like that. But we had one train from him. My grandpa has one train from him left that he actually found on their attic, and it was that same engine, and we've never found anywhere that same engine. And my dad found that, and he was like, "Wow."
Gotta have it.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, you've got some fantastic stuff there on your walls, bud.
Mm-hmm.
There's another set of those estimates. Oh, they took them off.
Ooh, running the Metra.
Ilka will appreciate this.
So while you're setting that up, do you want to explain what Metra is, or do you want? I can ask George that if you want to focus on getting the train set up.
Yeah, you can do that.
So George, he's putting on a Metra engine, and not everybody knows about Metra. Why don't you tell everybody about what Metra is?
So Metra is the commuter line for the Chicago area, as you can see, zooming in on that, and that's what most of our engines look like. It's one of the only commuter services to still run F40s. Have like a decent roster of them. Yeah, so it's basically the Chicago area's commuter system, and yeah, it's pretty sweet commuter system. They have a lot of lines going out around to the suburbs of Chicago, yeah, it's how a lot of people live, get to work, and it's pretty sweet. We ride on their trains a lot. In fact, a lot of people know that they bought those F-59s from Amtrak, which I know all my friends from California, they were pretty salty about that. Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, so that's basically Amtrak or Metra in a nutshell.
So we've got some people checking in and talking about your collection, and just so I can relay the messages along. Some people really like your engines, and you're getting some compliments about the Amtrak engines, and you got a lot of compliments about your Rio Grande Challenger.
Yeah. Well, thank you all.
Now, Iron Fox, how often do you ride the Metra?
It kind of depends. Right now, obviously not, because of coronavirus. But, it kind of like once in a while, I go with my grandpa, my dad, maybe even the whole family.
My family likes to go to see plays a lot. We'll ride the train up there a lot to see musicals and stuff like that. So it's pretty fun.
Once I went from one of the stations that are almost at the end of the line, and rode with my grandpa to Union Station. That was really fun.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, yeah.
And then rode the CTA around there.
That's cool. I've only ridden the CTA a couple of times. I know it's pretty cool. I think I've only ridden it 3 times, but yeah.
Yeah, I only ridden it like a couple of times.
That engine shed sure is sharp.
Yeah, I really like that one. That's why I just pick a lot of good stuff. Alright, so now what are we gonna do?
Now, the trains that you just put on, the trains you were running before were both Lionel, is that right?
Yeah, they were both flying out.
And what is the manufacturer of the ones you're putting on right now?
So the Metro's Lionel, but the Pennsylvania steam engine's MTH.
Okay. And are those cars Lionel, or are those MTH cars, the Metro cars?
Those Metro cars are MTH.
Okay.
Where'd you get that the Metra engine?
So I couldn't really tell you because my grandpa got this and he doesn't even remember
Really?
how he got them. But he definitely got. He remembered. He's like, "Oh yeah, I got something to do with Metro in 2000."
That's cool.
And then this is. Oh yeah, this ain't line up. This is a K-line engine.
Okay.
That just tells you, yeah, it's pretty old. But it has the line out.
TMCC.
Ironfox, which operating system do you prefer, the Legacy or the DCS, or do you have an opinion on that?
Well, I would say if you were starting off on the hobby and you wanted to get a remote, but you couldn't afford for both because you have both Mike's Train House and Lionel Train. I suggest MTH.
He'll come back.
That yeah, it's more quality in a way. It has it recharges. It also has like how you cook the whistles really nice. There we go. That also.
So the stream, the audio on the stream kind of went bad right as you were describing that stuff. You say that the Legacy is. Can you say what you said again about the Legacy?
So the Legacy, I would say, is more quality like. It's really good. But the MTH is what I would start off with if you can't afford both. Because you can get the command base for the MTH remote, which is really cheap. Well, like, not really cheap, but it's much more
Decent
cheap.
price, yeah.
Yeah. And then you can run your MTH and Lionel. But Legacy can't, I believe you can't run MTH. As a speaking of which, I need to get the MTH remote.
So that my I think I'm maxing out my computer's ability on the electronics here. I'm gonna try the camera isn't coming through real good. I'm gonna try and call you back again if that's okay.
Okay.
All right, let me do this again.
Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to another video of George's face, where we talk about everything but George's face. Yeah, so now we are.
You can get a close up. All right, here we go. Camera's much better on my end. I apologize about that, but we're upside down.
We think the MTH Wi-Fi unit was actually interfering.
You're on our end. You're like in Australia right now because you're upside down. Turn the phone over. All right, there we go. We're back.
We'll do that. Alright, now we're going to start up, actually, because it's a steam engine.
Got
This is stuff you want, smoke.
Some
JT's
JT.
Mega Steam.
Yes. And also remember when you're running the trains, blow down the stack when you put forward, because it's clogged most of the time when you start it.
So as he's getting the smoke ready, I'm going to talk to everybody on the stream. Is there any questions or anything that you would like to see on the layout specifically over there at Iron Fox's trains? So if you got any questions, type them up in the stream here, and we'll ask Iron Fox those questions.
All right. Now I'm going to start up this engine.
Hey, Iron Fox, by the way, I don't know if I showed you before. I'm wearing my unofficial Iron Fox merch.
Yeah.
We're wearing our today.
That's awesome. All right. Get this.
We're gonna schedule a team. Let's get our team. Check on that water level, will you? Bring that spout over. Okay, that's enough. Don't go for the side rods, will you?
It's like the Apple phone, the sound works too good.
Yeah.
It's like filtering out the train noises when we want the train noises.
Let's do it.
When somebody talks, it picks it up.
Yeah. I've seen that engine before.
I want to blow it down now. Clear? Clear.
I do like how the MTH operating systems have
Don't go for the side rods, will you?
have the command system in them already when you get there.
I wonder if you put it on speaker, like
Obviously something's not real because the caboose is lighting up, so...
like
It's the front truck.
It's the front... No, it's on.
Oh, it is?
It's weird.
Huh, interesting.
the O-scale Pennsylvania lawyers are being called right now, just so you know.
The volume is now... is off for some reason. I'm gonna get smoke going now again. I don't know what just happened there.
There we go.
Oh, wow. I've never seen this locomotive operate with the smoke.
Sorry.
That's awesome.
I know, yeah. That's the one thing I like about those metro sets. Is you can ride them back and forth because of the cab car. When you were a kid and they used the Hiawatha cars on the Milwaukee Road line, would how when they ran back, would they just like switch the trains around, or how would that work?
Yes,
They would do a runaround.
I think so. I was too young to remember exactly.
So, Iron Fox, we got a couple of questions here. What kind of Amtrak locomotives do you have?
So, 1 second. Say that again.
What kind of Amtrak locomotives do you have?
I have a Genesis, and I think that's the only one I have right now in O. But is he also asking, or are they also asking HO?
Yeah. Why not tell us HO as well?
So I got also Genesis and HO. I have like F3s. I got a lot.
Oh, you got a lot of HO stuff, huh?
I actually have an Amtrak switcher, but that's like orange, and that's like the maintenance for Amtrak.
So another question was, all right, your choice. Which one is your favorite out of this one? The Mallet or the Mallet, the Big Boy, the Cab Forward, the Challenger, the Yellowstone, or the Triplex?
Well, Yellowstone and Big Boy will have to be the two that is pretty hard to decide from. I guess right now I would say Big Boy, because I went to see that one, but if that wasn't there, I would say Yellowstone.
Well, cool.
And I like the Challenger as well, but I like the Big Boy.
That's cool. Out of all of your, so do you go rail fanning a lot?
I go when I can, but not as now. I don't really know much about like how much I really used to do because I haven't for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So like when I get the chance to, I try to.
So what are your favorite catches? Like, what are the coolest trains you've seen other than the Big Boy?
Well, I went to train days, and they had some cool CSX engines there. They had actually a Metro Heritage unit there.
Oh, really?
That was cool.
And that's train days in Franklin Park, Illinois, right?
Yes, it is in Franklin Park.
Now, we always talk about the Illinois Railway Museum on the stream here. Have you ever been there?
Yes. Actually, I have volunteered there, and as I said earlier about the Washington D.C. trip, that's where I volunteered to get the money. But obviously, we didn't get to go there this year because of the coronavirus.
Now, when you volunteered there, what did you do?
Well, we did like 2 days of like we did like labor, because that's what the one before. So we're helping set up the Thomas days, and I helped carry things into like out and into containers that they had, and then the other day we put in like fence posts, and then after that I actually got to be in the mascot of Mr. Sir Topham Hat the one day, but the next day was probably the best one. I got to help on the train where like all the Boy Scouts were, and so I'm going like every like we take turns to going on and off the train. It was really cool because we got to do things that you don't usually get to do if you just were here.
So, Iron Fox, I hear you said the word Scouts. We're big fans of Scouts in our house here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an assistant scoutmaster, and George is a scout as well. You're a scout, I take it?
Yes, and actually, my dad is a scoutmaster as well for Pack 167 for Cub Scouts, though. And my mom helps a lot do that stuff.
Fantastic. So one of the questions that I was wondering, or George was wondering, is about railroading mirror badge.
Oh yeah, have you done the railroading mirror badge?
Yes, I did that at
What?
the
Green Bay.
at the Green Bay Train Museum in Wisconsin.
Oh, boom! There can't be there's got to be a not very many cooler spots to get your railroading merit badge than there, huh?
Mhm.
So for those of you that have, for those of the people that are on here that have never been to the National Railroad Museum there in Green Bay, can you tell us a little bit about it?
Well, I believe it's one of the biggest ones. Like not the biggest ones, but like one of the big ones because it's known for they have a British steam locomotive in there, which is like the only one in America, and it was actually a gift from I think I don't know.
It's the United Kingdom, the A4 Dwight D. Eisenhower, right?
Uh-huh. And it has 4017 there, the big one, and it has a GG1, and they also have the Arrowhead train there.
Oh, the Aero train, yeah.
The one that was really cool there that I saw was the DMIR steam engine.
That's
That
cool.
was neat.
So, you said you went to IRM, or you've gone to IRM. What is your favorite locomotive that they have there?
Well,
It's the yellow submarine, the Yellowstone.
no, there wasn't. No. So I love the big boy. But like the British steam locomotive from the United Kingdom, that was pretty cool. You don't see that in America.
Mm-hmm.
And I really love the DMIR steam engine.
Yeah. That's a cool engine.
What about at the Illinois Railway Museum? That's
Trying to think a lot of engines.
That's a tough one, isn't it?
I love the California's, like not the California,
Nebraska.
the Nebraska Zephyr they have there, and I love the Frisco 1630 they have there, and I like all the old CTA cars they have, and I heard they're making a I think they're restoring a Santa Fe Northern there as well. That will be running very soon. And they got a lot of trains, so
They sure do. That Santa Fe Northern is the one that used to be out in front of the Museum of Science and Industry that they have.
really, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the one that they're trying to get running, but I know that the Santa Fe that they have there used to be in front of the Museum of Science and Industry. So we're getting close to the end of our stream here. Is there any other trains that you want to run on your layout there for a last hurrah?
Yeah.
CTA.
Oh, I can't run this city. Well, I definitely want to run one of these. No cars. But I can't put the platform on because I have to unwire everything.
Well, I see you're picking up those milk cans. Wait. Before you put them in, why don't you show everybody how that works?
So they have these milk cans that are like this. Now I put like marks on the bottom since I have 3 different milk cars. This is 2 mark, which means this one goes to this milk car. I have also a 3 mark. I think, yeah. Or no, the 2 mark, that one. The 1 mark goes to that one, and the regular ones that don't have marks go to this one, which is the best option. They have magnets on the bottom, and when the milk car van inside gets that guy there, pushes out the milk can onto this platform.
That's cool.
And the way to load it is just, it has a hatch right here, and it has a spring-loaded, kind of like button thing in there. Just push them in there, and and I suggest putting 7, not, because that's, how much you should put in there. 8, you'll jam it, and that's hard to, you have to take that apart, or do something special, not special, do some, like, kind of hard thing to get it, to, get out free. You have to have a lot of tools to do it.
So Ironfox, speaking of taking that apart, that's one of those things that you bought. You bought one of those that wasn't working, and you fixed one up, right?
This one my grandpa did. He rewired the whole thing, as it sees here, the blue wire. And inside, we got a new washer and a spring. And we had to clean up everything. I guess I oiled some things because that makes it work. There's just like tons of things that you just oil them, oil the wheels. And one of these trucks, so this is something I learned because when I got this, it didn't have one of these contacts here. If you get one, never get it if you don't have one of these, because then you have to get a whole nother new truck, and we had to do that by sacrificing a train car that was a cattle car, but it was for some reason spray painted black, and I don't think it works, but that's actually pieces, but we're gonna probably fix that in the future one day. So this is the first version made in 48. The other one is like made in the 50s I have, but I have two from 48. Okay, well, I guess I might as well do this. That's the problem with the old. You have you have the chance of getting it on wrong if you have power on it. Short.
I got some bad news for you, Iron Fox. It sounds like your milk operations are putting the Pennsylvania Railroad behind schedule.
Yep. So, right here, so since the old remotes that come with this, I have one, but it has like an issue. It won't work for operating things, but it can uncouple. So the MTH, I have an MTH operating track. You can't use any fast track or MTH track to go with the milk platform because the ballast, I guess, like the rock, makes it too big. The tubular, it has to be skinny enough to fit it in there. So I just unscrewed the remote from the MTH one and put it here. And this is the unload version. This is like a switch though, to unload and then uncouple. They usually looks like this, but this is for the coil loader and it's 3 buttons. It would have 2 on this one. So if you come over here, I'm going to show you how it works. I don't have the platform at the moment because that'll take a whole nother thing to do.
Cool.
Yeah, that's neat.
So that's the milk pump. And then, other ones. Milk cars, but I have a dump car, which I'm not going to fill up with coal right now because it'll just make a big mess. And
Just put the milk cartons on the inside.
oh yeah. And then there's a loud car which does the same thing, just over here though, I have these right now. Here is kind of like where my models that I make, like the Mellow Earth, if you ever heard of it, I make those. There's a battleship, and there's a prize I won from S&T's contest right here. And there's the Lionel train ornaments, and then I put my post-war operating stuff and special stuff right here, up here. But it's kind of messy on the bottom because, we're moving. Oh, I was actually going to show you guys the rocket launcher car, but I just forgot. I packed that away.
Well, I'm hoping that in a few months here, when you get set up at your new place, and get a layout up and operating, we can revisit, and maybe you can show us that then.
Yeah. That'd be awesome. And maybe at that time we'll have things that we can shoot it at.
Yeah.
Got a little brother? George tries to shoot it at his little sister.
Well, the only problem is that milk car is my brother's.
Uh-oh.
Or did I say milk car or rocket launcher car? I can't even remember.
You said milk car.
Oh, I said milk car. Never mind, not the milk car. I meant the rocket launcher car.
So you're speaking of your little brother. Does he like trains? Tell me about your family and the trains. Your grandpa, your dad, they all like trains. You'll do this all together.
My grandpa, he grew up next to where the DMIR was. He grew up in Minnesota. He loved the trains ever since that time. His big brother actually collected the line-out trains, and that he got into the trains. Started collecting the DMIR model trains, so he has a big collection of the DMIR, but in HO, and a little bit of O. And my brother, but little brothers always want to be like the big brother. He really liked the trains, so I gave him like a simple like little circle track and gave him like an engine and stuff, and then he started loving that. And then on Christmas he got finally a whole setup, which here he is. And he now actually has a decent amount of trains, and actually this is one of his engines right here.
Nice.
And this is the Hudson, by the way, that goes with the pacemaker train.
Oh yeah, check that out.
And also, when I mentioned about the real steam engine, this is the real steam engine.
You just got that for your birthday, right?
I would love to run it, but it would take some time, and I don't have enough lubricant right now. But we ordered lubricant, but that hasn't come in yet.
That's
really cool.
Well, listen, I think that we're getting close to the end of our time on the stream here. I really thank you for inviting us over for the last hurrah of the Iron Fox Railroad version 1. Can't wait to see version 2.
Yeah, that would be awesome. And actually, thank you guys for doing this, because this is like an awesome thing to do for the last time. For the layout that's pretty much been on my channel for about, I would consider, a year. And now it's gone even better.
Well, I have to say it from a dad's perspective, Iron Fox, you're a fascinating young man and a really, really neat young man. And it's been great talking to you today, that's for sure.
Thank you, that was all.
Thank you for being on the stream.
And that's it's today you don't really see much of like father and son doing things like this. And that's just awesome with you guys as well. You don't see many people doing that, and it's cool that your whole family's into it as well.
Yeah.
Sure. Yep. And so hey, again, thanks, and good luck with the moves. And as soon as I hang up here, you better get to packing, so you can. Sooner you get out, the sooner you can start building that new layout, right?
Yep.
Cool.
As you can see, there's some boxes.
Well, listen, Iron Fox and Iron Fox family, once again, thank you so much from the GFW Trains family, right?
Thank you so much, yeah.
Thank you guys so much for letting me interview and show you guys all of this today. It's really cool.
All right, you bet. Well, hey,
we'll have to keep in touch. Maybe you can come meet us out and run trains at train shows together.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Like imagine your big boy and my big boy. That would be really cool.
Yeah. Well, we'll see you.
We'll see you around the roundhouse.
Around the roundhouse.
Don't let the caboose hit you on the way out, buddy.
See you guys.
All right.
See ya. Thanks again.
No problem.
Bye-bye now. Well, there we go. Yeah, huh?
That was fun. Very fun.
Yeah. Well, I feel kind of honored too that we were the last people that
Got to see the layout run.
right. We got to see everybody here got to see the layout run for the
Last time.
right.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But I can't wait to see his new train layout.
That's gonna be fantastic.
Oh
Don't you
yeah,
think?
can't wait to see the big boy and everything. That'll be a sight to see. You know. Hopefully we can get him involved in the TCA. Maybe?
Yeah, that'd be cool if we've invited him out.
Yeah.
In fact, we invited him out to the last
Lines
modular.
Township, yeah. But hopefully when that comes back in season, we'll have to invite him out, get him involved. No, we've been talking it up a lot. And actually, if you are in the Illinois area and or Chicago Chicago suburbs, then
Midwest Division of the
Midwest
Train
Division,
Collectors
yeah.
Association, right?
yeah, and they collect O-scale trains, and they have a pretty huge modular layout that we can run O-scale trains on, and we go to some pretty cool shows and have a good time. And I know Bill Coburn is in the chat. He's a huge contributor to that. He's got a lot of modules, and yeah, well, if you're interested, you know, just shoot me a message on Discord, and we can probably give you some information on that. But yeah.
Speaking of the Discord, we got to do one last pump on the Discord.
So basically, the Discord is an opportunity for everybody to continue talking, even when the streams aren't going on. Since we're going to start a new schedule, we won't be doing streams daily like we used to. Yeah, so it's an opportunity for us to talk, chat. We have about daily conversation, I'd say. Yeah, there's a link in the description for the server below if you would like to join, and if you haven't already, please consider joining. We have a fun time, and yeah. So
remember, we're changing things up. We're not going to be on tomorrow. We'll be back on Tuesday. Tuesday at 6 p.m. Remember that. Write that down. Tuesday at 6 p.m. is our next time that we're coming on. And then we're going to be on after that. We're going to be on Sunday again at 6 p.m. That's going to be our new regular rotation for a while because it's time for me to go back to work.
yeah.
So write that down, everybody. It's been great hanging out with you today.
Oh yes.
Good way to end the week here on Sunday.
Well, it's kind of cool that his last hurrah of his layout is kind of our last hurrah of the daily streams. Although we'll still be streaming, don't get us wrong. But you know, last day of the daily streams. But yeah, so thank you for everybody who's watched, and don't get us wrong, we're still gonna stream, just not as much as we used to. But
Gotta go back to work, which is a good thing.
yeah.
Well, let me rephrase that. I've been working all along. I got to get back to my office, brick and mortar work. So, right.
Yeah. So see you around the roundhouse.
Don't let the caboose hit you on the way out.
See ya, everybody. Oh, we forgot to do the high five after this. That's what it.